Hello everyone, my name is Dery Setiawan and I'm from 12 Social 1. Today I will tell you about story Indonesian National Revolution. We know Indonesia already independent for 76 years, and I will tell you about a story how Indonesian become independence at 7th August 1945. It was begun Indonesian National Revolution. The Indonesian National Revolution, or the Indonesian War of Independence, was an armed conflict and diplomatic struggle between the Republic of Indonesia and the Dutch Empire, and an internal social revolution during post-war and post-colonial Indonesia. It took place between Indonesia's declaration of independence in 1945 and the Netherlands' recognition of Indonesian independence at end of 1949. The four-year struggle involved sporadic but bloody armed conflict, inter-Indonesian political and communal upheavals, and two major international diplomatic interventions, Dutch military force, and for a while the force of World War II allies, were able to control the major towns, cities, and industrial assets in the Republican heartlands on Java and Sumatra, but could not control the countryside. By 1949, international pressure on the Netherlands, the United States threatening to cut off all economic aid from World War II rebuilding effort to the Netherlands, and the partial military stalemate became such that it recognized Indonesian independence. The revolution marked the end of the colonial administration of the Dutch East Indies, except for New Guinea. It also significantly changed ethnic castes as well as reducing the power of many of the local rulers or Raja. It did not significantly improve the economic or political fortune of the majority of the population, although a few Indonesia were able to gain a larger role in commerce. The background this happened because the Indonesian independence movement began in May 1908, which is commemorated as the Day of National Awakening. Indonesian nationalism and movement supporting independence from Dutch colonialism, such as Budi Utomo, the Indonesian National Party or PNI, Syarikat Islam, and the Indonesian Communist Party (PKI), grew rapidly in the first half of 20th century. Budi Utomo, Syarikat Islam, and others pursued strategies of cooperation by joining the Dutch-initiated Volksraad, or People's Council, in the hope that Indonesia would be granted self-rule. Others chose non-cooperative strategy demanding the freedom of self-government from the Dutch East India Colony. The most notable of these leaders were Sukarno and Muhammad Hatta, two students and nationalist leaders who had benefited from the educational reform of the Dutch ethical policy. The occupation of Indonesia by Japan for 3.5 years during World War II was a crucial factor in the subsequent revolution. The Netherlands had little ability to defend its colony against the Japanese army, and within only 3 months of their initial attacks, Japan had occupied the Dutch East Indies, in Java and to a lesser extent in Sumatra, Indonesia to Nominal Island. The Japanese spread and encouraged national sentiment, although this was done more for Japanese political advantage than from orchestrated support of Indonesian independence. This support created a new Indonesian institution, including local neighborhood organization, and elevated political leaders such as Sukarno as a significantly for the subsequent revolution. The Japanese destroyed and replaced much of Dutch created economic, administrative, and political infrastructure. On 7 September 1944, with the war going badly for the Japanese, Prime Minister Koiso promised independence for Indonesia, but no date was set. For supporters of Sukarno, this announcement was seen as vindication for his collaboration with Japanese. But under pressure from radical and politics pemuda or youth groups. Sukarno and Hatta proclaimed Indonesian independence on 7th August 1945, 2 days after the Japanese emperor surrendered in the Pacific. The following day, the Preparatory Committee for Indonesian Independence (PPKI) elected Sukarno as president and Hatta as vice president. So that's it, how we gain our independence. I hope you can enjoy it. Thank you.